Months ago, WWE looked like it was running on borrowed fumes. The creative drought had swallowed everything in its path. Every promo, every match, every promise of long-term storytelling. John Cena's long-awaited heel turn was so messy it had to be pulled mid-storyline. His retirement tour became a chain of wasted chances, one after another. WrestleMania, the supposed season finale of wrestling, drowned under corporate tie-ins and tone-deaf booking. Fans were furious. Not just at the scripts, but at the greed. Sponsorship logos everywhere, payoffs traded for product placements, and decisions like handing WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia and Vegas. The show that once felt like a spectacle started feeling like a billboard. Cody Rhodes' championship reign, once a storybook ending to a decade-long odyssey, turned into a weekly corporate assignment. Even Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman's vision couldn't drag the ratings out of freefall. And then came the company's big move to ESPN, a $30 premium paywall, and the ill-timed dumpster fire known as WrestlePalooza. A show so directionless that even die-hard fans began asking if this was the end of the new era Triple H once promised. Then, just as hope started to fade, something shifted. Reports began swirling that WWE had quietly undergone a creative overhaul, and suddenly, the shows didn't suck anymore. Out of nowhere, a C-tier premium live event like Crown Jewel 2025 delivered beyond expectations. Perth got one of the loudest crowds of the year. John Cena versus AJ Styles tore the house down. Even the routine champion versus champion match, the one for the belt no one cared about, was built with heart. Cody and Seth managed to deliver a genuine classic. For the first time in months, fans weren't hate-tweeting the main event. They were replaying it. Naturally, the rumor mill spun itself into a frenzy. Was it Triple H finally snapping back into that bloodline-era brilliance? Had he quietly replaced his writers with people who actually like wrestling? Apparently not. According to insider reports from Fightful and Wrestling Observer, the supposed savior wasn't a person at all. It was maybe ChatGPT. WWE had started experimenting with AI tools to assist the creative process. Assist, their word, not mine. That's when the internet lost its mind. Fans joked that maybe the machine had finally written storylines the human writers never could, because suddenly, the product was better. Raw and SmackDown both felt alive again. Tighter pacing, fresher matchups, and a few genuine shocks. Insiders clarified, no, robots weren't booking matches. The AI wasn't handing out heel turns like candy. It was reportedly used to pull data faster. When two wrestlers last faced each other, how the crowd reacted, or how often a move was used in recent months. One producer even called it a glorified assistant, used for minutes at a time. Still, the timing was suspiciously perfect. WWE brings in AI, and suddenly, the creative team remembers how to tell stories. You can see why the internet had a field day. But jokes aside, something real is happening. The improvement isn't imaginary. Crown Jewel 2025 wasn't a lucky fluke. It kicked off a streak of stronger TV. The October 17th SmackDown gave us Ilya Dragunov ending Sami Zayn's incredible US title run, a surprise that felt earned. The October 20th Raw saw AJ Styles and Dragon Lee win tag gold in a match that felt spontaneous, even fun. And commentary, sharper than it's been in years, with voices like CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Dominic Mysterio, bringing back that chaotic energy fans had been missing. Whatever the secret sauce is, algorithm or adrenaline, WWE's creative finally feels alive again. The stories are flowing, the matches have purpose, and for once, the biggest mystery online isn't what surprise happens next week. It's this: did a robot just save pro wrestling? Or did Triple H finally snap back to his senses? WWE feels different now. The panic has faded. The storytelling rhythm, the thing that once held this company together, has found its pulse again. For the first time this year, the conversation isn't about what's broken, it's about what's working. It starts at the top, where chaos has finally started to look like direction. Seth Rollins, the man who's carried this company through every creative drought, now sits on the sidelines. And with his injury, his vision for the future collapsed with him. Everyone knew Bron Breakker would eventually turn on Rollins and shatter the vision. But that it happened so soon, and without a major PLE to build toward, that was a genuine shock. No one saw it coming. And yet, instead of leaving a hole, Seth's absence created a vacuum, a space that forced new names to rise. The championship picture reshuffled, and suddenly, everything felt fresh again. Bron Breakker's eventual title reign now feels less like if and more like when. LA Knight's long-awaited rise, the one fans have begged for, looks closer than ever. But before that, there's one storm on the horizon. At Saturday Night Main Event, the spotlight falls on a clash no one expected. CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the world title. For Punk, this could be the moment he's chased for over a decade, a chance to finally wear WWE gold again. For Jey, it's transformation. He's developing shades of the tribal chief, colder, darker, sharper, a reinvention he desperately needed. It's rebellion versus redemption, and it's exactly the kind of drama fans have missed. Meanwhile, the women's side is thriving. Becky Lynch has turned the women's Intercontinental title into the centerpiece of her best run in years, and maybe her strongest argument yet in the GOAT debate. She's defending every week, cutting promos that give flashes of prime heel brilliance, yet still rooted in truth. Each match feels like a declaration that she's not done rewriting what women's wrestling can be. Then there's Sami Zayn, who took a simple US title open challenge and turned it into something pure. For months, SmackDown's highlight wasn't the main event, it was Sami. Hard-fought matches, underdog fire, heart over hype. And when Ilya Dragunov returned to finally end that reign, it wasn't a burial, it was a passing of fire. Sami revived the US title the way Cena once did, and that legacy will stick. Even the tag division, once treated like creative purgatory, is alive again. SmackDown's pairs are clicking like it's the SmackDown 6 era all over again. On Raw, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee have breathed life into belts that were practically collecting dust. Lee's reckless energy meets AJ's precision, future and past in perfect sync. And whispers say AJ is mapping out a retirement tour, a final lap leading to 2026. Every match now carries that quiet weight of farewell, a legend closing his story on his own terms. The women's championship scene is just as vibrant. Names like Stephanie, Tiffany Stratton, and Io Sky are anchoring the division. And with Liv Morgan's return in sight, plus AJ Lee's shocking comeback, the roster is about to become the deepest it's been in years. Veterans, prodigies, and dream matches are lining up one after another. On the men's side, another surprise star is shining. Dominic Mysterio, the kid once booed just for existing, is now thriving as Intercontinental Champion. He wins by inches and smirks, channeling the same trickster spirit that made Eddie Guerrero timeless. Every sneaky victory, every stolen win feels deliberate. It's fun to hate him again, and that's how you know it's working. And still circling above all of it is Bron Breakker, the wild card, the monster who betrayed his mentor and burned the bridge with his own hands. Half prodigy, half prophecy. He's got the look, the speed, the danger of someone who refuses to follow a path, even the one carved by his father and uncle. With Seth gone, his rise feels inevitable. He's raw power wrapped in purpose, the kind of presence WWE hasn't truly had since Prime Lesnar. All these threads, Becky's renaissance, Sami's redemption, AJ's farewell, Dom's swagger, Punk's defiance, Braun's rebellion, paint a company that finally remembers what drama feels like. For months, fans begged for consequence. Now, every match actually ripples into the next. This resurgence didn't come from a single fix. It's a mix of desperation, timing, and maybe, just maybe, a few smarter heads finally steering the ship. The shows aren't perfect, but they move, they breathe. You can feel that old rhythm again, that balance of spectacle and sincerity. What's next? If this momentum holds, 2026 could be the year WWE finally breaks its own curse. Not by crowning new kings, but by letting its world feel human again. And if that rumored AI is still back there somewhere, sorting lines, crunching data, fixing commas, let it. Because for the first time in a long time, wrestling feels alive. Whatever sparked this shift, code, chaos, or creative clarity, the soul of it all, it finally feels human again. What did you think of WWE's comeback? Did the company finally find its soul again? Or is this just another lucky streak? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, and click the video on your screen to keep the story going.